Right. Okay, hello and welcome back to Warhammer 2 Total War Kholek Suneater. Right, had a bit of a break on Wednesday, so I apologize, but you know, a bit of a break means that I can come back after a bit of a rest. Also, it gave me time to catch up on watching some videos I wanted to. So, yes. Last time, we had just gotten Star Crusher. Or Kholek Suneater. And, my headphones are really loud again. I always turn them up when I listen to music. I forget to turn them down again. Okay, we come all the way over here, and then I was going to move back and go back through Kislev, because the Empire is in the process of recolonizing it, and I want to put a stop to that. Because I don't want the Empire getting more powerful than they already are.
Not likely.
So we're trying to be like the big balancing factor in all this here. I think Drakenhof. Oh no, I think Drakenhof is still there. It's only turned 55. We can see our two armies here. Kholek Suneater. I've been moving slowly towards a Nurgle-themed army. We've got this Nurgle Sorcerer, Azul Voidspawn, Barbarous Doommonger here, champion of Nurgle. And we've got these two Warriors of Nurgle here, as well as some Forsaken, Followers of Slaughter, Cultists with Polearms, Mounted Cultists, Chaos Warhounds, Dragon Ogres, Chaos Spawn, and a Chaos Bolt Thrower. Along with Kholek Suneater, of course. Well, now has Star Crusher. But we'll probably be getting the Plague Grove of Nurgle next, so we can get Plague Bringers of Nurgle, Plague Reapers of Nurgle, and Knights of Nurgle, which will be very nice. And we've got Kygast here, our Bloodthirster, Exalted Bloodthirster Legendary, Exalted Bloodthirster Lord, not Legendary Lord. These Lords of Skulls are the greatest and most powerful servants of the Blood God. Their bloodlust extends far beyond mortal comprehension, and no amount of killing, no quantity of corpses is ever enough. A single Bloodthirster is a match for an entire army of mortals. Unless that army is made up of ranged units, we need more missile resistance, but he does have 40. But he is still a large target. He can get 50% missile resistance, actually. So yeah, and we've been building this army, of course, towards Khorne. So we have 4 units of Warriors of Khorne, and a bunch of Cultists and Mounted Cultists, because they're cheap. We have 700 income. This Bloodthirster is being the biggest drain in our income. The damn thing costs like 1,500 upkeep per turn. Minus a bit because of upkeep reduction we've got because of the building of Khorne. But he still counts as a unit of Khorne. So we'll come back up through here. Probably go and raise Prague. Deal with Boris. Go to Zoishank, Erengrad. And stomp our way through the empires into a bit better positioned. A bit better, yeah, positioned for that now. Let me see. Do I want the Warhounds in my army? Better units are just so much more expensive. It could get Nurgles afflicted. They're just zombies, really. Weaker than zombies, actually, I think. They have regeneration, though. I wonder whether they get the upkeep reduction for Nurgle units. I don't think so. I don't think the Nurgles Afflicted and Followers of Slaughter particularly count as units of Khorne, units of Nurgle. Okay, I could also get another hero. A champion of Khorne, Fury of Khorne, Blood for the Blood God. Plus 10% charge bonus. Hero action success chance plus 5%, but chance of being wounded after a failure is plus 2%. Or tough. Also, of course, Champion of Nurgle, Slaanesh, and Zinch. Or Exalted Hero, or a Infernal Castellan. We also have our Spellcasters. I can get another one of them. The Cult Grandmaster. I'm actually rather tempted to get them, because they are able, as I mentioned last time, these are able to summon units of demons. And those units of demons are very good. And, getting units of demons for free with no upkeep cost for the battle is pretty damn nice. So I might get one of them. Yes, let's get Fragnus Woemaker.
I will not betray you.
So, Cult Grandmaster. Eye of the Gods, Aura Champions, he gets a Chaos Steed, Mortality of course. Arch Heretic. The Mayor's Advisor left suddenly. I don't know where he went, but it was right before Witch Hunter Marcus came to town. A coincidence? Plus 8 melee attack, devastating charge, hard to hit, blade shield, evasion, deadly blade, wound maker, indomitable, and pink fire Zinch. Which is very nice. It's actually a spell. Oh, it's an ability which costs magic points. It's a breath attack, ground within 60 meters, burnt, -8 leadership. Demonic Invigoration replenishes hit points of a undead unit. However, in this context for Chaos, undead is demon. Because all the demon units count as undead, because the effects are essentially the same. Disintegrating, crumbling. Though I think for demons it's counted as instability. Or something like that. But other than that, it's the same. And he gets Summon Bloodletters. I think he gets these all at level 10, yes. Summon Bloodletters, Plague Bearers, Pink Horrors, or Demonettes. And Demonic Lawmaster, which increases the cooldown, decreases the cooldown to Demonic Invigoration by 50%. So we can cast that every 12 seconds, rather than 24 seconds. Which is quite nice. Also this, Fanatical Disciples. Gather the dark cults, call them to glory, the time of gods draws near. Increases melee attack and weapon strength. And leadership of Chaos Cultists. Plus 10 for leadership, plus 8 for melee attack. And weapon strength plus 12% for Chaos Cultists, Mounted, Polearms, and Followers of Slaughters. Followers of Slaughter. And the usual other things. Yeah. Might be nice if he had Destroy Walls. Maybe. I think there's a lord based off of them, or is there just a hero? I was saying last time I thought that there was a Grandmaster Lord for an army, but I'm not seeing one. So there might just be the hero.
Who shall we destroy?
I'll put you in Kygast's army, because that's like the most relevant position for you at the moment. And turn. I'm getting it mostly for the, as I said, for the ability to summon demons later. Because being able to summon a unit of Bloodthirsters onto the battlefield wherever I want is pretty nice. Also, I'm pretty sure the summon will be permanent because of the, you know, no summoned unit degradation mod I have. Lothern Confederates Calador. Reichland Confederate gets a military alliance with Nordland. Let's see. Ooh. Something I'll do also for people on YouTube. Look at that. I was showing off during the break of the campaign was loading. Some of the work which is being done for Araby with the camel riders, modified horses, they're looking very nice. Anything which, though of course as I said, any images I show, this is from Discord, modding Discord, just bear in mind that this is all subject to change. So this is not necessarily finished, but the progress is being done is very impressive. Okay. For the god of the Azray, I call for peace, servants of chaos. Sure. This is well done. Is it? That's how I like my steaks. No, not you. Get you, little guy. There you are.
Find me, Charlotte.
Yeah. Okay. March up here. Good, good. Yeah, I want you to move there. There you go. Don't be afraid. Bunch up. Okay, you actually seem to be doing pretty good against the Empire. Cracker Ravensvik is still owned by the Empire. Cracker Drak is kind of a bit of an issue up there. Rorik Uzrul is sending an army down. Prague. The Watergate. The Watergate, built to facilitate both foot and boat traffic, is the southern entrance into the city of Prague. As such, it receives the majority of Kislevites travelling into Prague. Movement, plus 25% for armies starting in this province, and growth, plus 15. I think that would only mean only friendly armies. On my break yesterday, I'd also had been looking at Araby briefly, and some of the new units they have now, the Flying Carpets. They're pretty cool.
Perhaps we can barter for the souls of those you represent.
Skaven souls are so worthless. Join war against them. No. Yes, the Carpet Riders are quite impressive. I didn't get a battle where I was able to use them to their maximum efficiency, because I've been waylaid by armies of Bretonnians. And it's still really difficult to start as Araby, because you have to just, I don't know, either really quickly attack Bretonnia, or just, it's either, I think it's either you attack them really early, or you have to wait until your armies are just much, much better than they are. Because then they start just recruiting all their cavalry, and there's not much you can do about that. Okay, Kholek, charge up and attack Prague. Up. There we go. Auto-resolve. Raise it. Very nice. Encamp. Encamp. Frankness. Let's get Demonic Invigoration. Just in preparation for this. We will have to get to level 10 before we can get any of these, but yeah, and out of these I think I'll get the blood letters first. Barbarous, you can get Mark of Nurgle level 2. That decreases your speed further, -3, but increases your hit points by 5%. So you're on plus 10% hit points now. Just because a massive slow tank. And Azul Voidspawn, infested by plague, will be nice, but we'll get how about Rot, Glorious Rot? Yes, with a gargled shout, the sorcerer calls upon Nurgle to bless the enemy with one of his lethal plagues. The enemy near the sorcerer sicken and die as a virulent plague erupts around the caster, with a chance of damaging all nearby enemy units. And Kholek Suneater. You can get a moving mountain. Kholek Suneater has awoken, and all the world shall tremble at his wrath. +4 leadership when laying siege. -2 enemy siege holdout time. -2. Which, he has what now? -3, -2, so that's -5. But he's got another thing also, which is decreasing it further. Annihilator, -3, so that's -3, plus -3, -6, -8. -8 enemy siege holdout time. Is it listed here on the campaign? -5, -3. Yeah, 5. That's, it's kind of crazy. Actually, will they stack? Because it's like, they're two separate things. I'd have expected them all to be under one thing. Oh, it's because this one's Lord's army. That's minimum 1 turn. So that's stacking with that. And then it's just Annihilator, yeah, because that says Lord's army. Because this... Yeah, okay. I don't think heroes can get Annihilator. So why is it specified as Lord's army? Doesn't make too much sense. Oh well, -8 to siege holdout time. I've said before, I think getting lower siege holdout time means that you produce all the siege equipment faster, which doesn't make sense. Because it's supposed to be that the siege equipment is produced at faster if you have more infantry in your army. You know, the more people you have to create it, the faster it's created. However, to me, it's always seemed to be attached to how long the siege holdout time is. Hello, Throg. Join war against Top-Knots. No. Don't fight them. Make allies with them. Get them to attack the enemy. We'll make Kislev like prime territory for Elpit. Clan Molder. Oh, Vashnar's Conquest. Oh, great. Lovely. Fantastic. Vashnar's Conquest is the Dark Elf-led warband, which is just armies of heavily armored cavalry. It's like Chaos Knights and Cold One Knights and all that stuff. Wonderful. Okay, move up. Move up.
No.
There's a... Go over there. There we go. Cool. End turn. We'll come and bring the Tempest to Ostland, I think. And then watch as Ostland gets confederated into Reichland before we're able to deal the killing blow. They're attacking up there. I think they just raised this settlement. Get what it's called. It was the Lure of Gold or something like that. Come on, go take Prague. It's right. It's wide open. There's another capital. Katerin marches down here. Blue Vipers declares war on Tlaxlan. There's the Top-Knots. Greylings and Hellspire Tribe and Scalings want to attack True Sayers of Albion. Sure. They're anti-chaos. There's Vashnar's Conquest. Are they a full stack? I think they are. Yes. So yeah, Vashnar. It's not just cavalry either. It's Chosen, Dark Shards, Reaper Bolt Thrower, Black Dragons. Ugh, it's kind of ridiculous. Move to here. Raid. And march up. And raid. Barbarous, you can get Mark of Nurgle 3. There we go.
Ill considered.
Yeah. And turn. They all flee before us. They were going to go to Kislev. Just leaving Zavastra there. Out in the open. Should we swing around and deal with Erengrad? They might deal with it for me. Yes, Kholek. Yep, they fled. It's hardly fun taking it now. Should I take it or go straight for Castle von Rauken?
Herald of the Tempest.
Move
Move
to here. So, Castle von Rauken, what would it be? I don't want to occupy it. I was hoping you'd give me a timer on how long it would take for it to start starving. You gonna take Norden?
Ravage.
Inger Fibiakin. Huskals. Marauder Berserkers. Marauders. Ogres Afflicted. Marauder Hunters. And Hunters with Javelins.
Northman come.
Okay, okay. I think we should go here. Help take the pressure off of Brass Keep. Though there isn't an army at Brass Keep currently.
The spoilers come.
Yep.
Storm crusher yards.
There's no army in there. And we don't need walls. Yeah, see? Look, it's like... You can build 2 of them in 1 turn now. Like... I don't know. I feel this whole system here is a bit broken. See, there's only 5 turns to make all this. But I feel like if it was 9 turns, it would be like, you know, 1 turn, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or something like that. It is minusing labor force, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Go up here. Do we want to wait around and build some siege towers? It would make assaulting it easier. I might just build siege towers. We don't need a battering ram. We could just knock the wall, knock the gate down. But do I want to hang around? Because then full, like, an army from Wolfenburg might arrive. I'm just going to attack it. When we have a stronger army, we will have the luxury of laying siege. Until then, we're just sort of got to go for it, I feel. Also because I've been patient and we need to, we need to have a battle. So their army is made up of halberdiers, swordsmen, handgunners, 2 crossbows, 2 outriders, and a mortar. That's the usual. It'll all be ruined by the day's end. Come, try my potions. You will feel so much better. It's just the Leech Lord. I hope he gets added. He's got quite a good model. Quite the jolly chap, as he's pouring an acidic potion down the throat of an unfortunate person he got his hands on. He's a demon lord or something of Nurgle. As if the name isn't a bit... doesn't give it away. Nurgle's units have gotten a lot more colourful and like happy and cheery than they used to be. Nurgle's always had this kind of cheerful aspect to him. But yeah. Maybe it's just the way that they're painted. They use a lot of bright greens and purples, which is appropriate. I do kind of like the grimier look though, personally, but oh well. Ronaldo's with me! And possibly gave me absolutely nothing. Well, we have the blessing of Ronaldo on our side. You can just go here. Go there. You can go there. Ruff, ruff. Ooh.
I am enraged. Chaos sorcerer.
Okay.
Skulls for the skull throne.
You two over there. Ooh. Our Forsaken. And these, Chaos Doggies. There we go. You, and you. Attack that. And charge up. Actually, rather clear day. We can see our Nurgle units. Oh, okay, it's raining now. See how... what are they called? Forsaken? Yeah, I rarely ever recruit these. I don't know why. I suppose I just prefer, like, either Warriors of Chaos or all that. I don't really like the,
Honor the tribe.
I don't know.
Commandos.
Go there. Go there. You three attack that. Champions of Nurgle. Or Warriors of Nurgle. Go there. You can go there. You can go there. Hey, Khorne Berserkers. Warriors of Khorne, sorry. Climb up the walls. There we go. And you. Much up. And also you. Much up. Hey! Oh. Rot, Glorious Rot just affects any units around him. I don't actually cast the location. Well, that's fine. He was close enough to the walls. Ah, cough, cough, cough. That's dealing a fair amount of damage. There. That was like... I don't really know. 600 or something? Here they come. There goes the wall. There goes the gate. Get in there. Bam! Okay, you can climb up there.
Serve the gods!
You can climb up there.
Horn demands! Honor the tribe! Now!
And just get in there. I don't know how you do. I don't care how you do, but just do so. Star Crusher! Zap! Well, I didn't really do too much against the mortars, but oh well. Go after the mortar. Stop it from attacking us.
Bring us to Kholek!
I'm gonna cast this. Yeah, I don't think it's really doing anything. It's not dealing damage. Since they don't have any damage resistance, it's not going to really be doing anything against them.
Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull throne!
Well done. You finished the chant. Can we cast Fleshy Abundance on you? No. Where's my... There they are. Hey! Warriors of Khorne. We haven't actually seen you. Uh-oh. Yeah. Get stuck in, lads. Things. Here's the Warriors of Khorne. They look appropriately corny. I like their brown capes. Cloaks. Got 2 axes, red armor. Just pause. Yeah. About what you'd expect. I like that one. He's got a little skull on his helmet. After them!
Where's the enemy? Who home demands?
Uh-oh. Stop. It's just like, oh, well. They run off. Oh, well.
All will be despoiled! Quick!
Get him.
Star Crusher! Kholek Suneater!
And there we go. Castle von Rauken falls to the Chaos Hordes.
What do the gods desire?
Seems like it's got a very large area of effect for his attack. People a few meters away from him are exploding. I mean, it is kind of a problem with upscaling a smaller model, upscaling a model which is usually around this size, because the animations aren't really designed for, you know, really big sweeping attacks like that. I was actually talking to wow. I was sort of making a mention of that on Discord to Decomposed, I think it was. Let me just see. About the, yes. About the, ogre models, because the, halfling ogre model is different from the, Chaos Dwarf ogre model. The halfling ogre model is based off of the orc model, and the Chaos Dwarf ogre model is based off of the dwarf model. And I was thinking whether the animations for them would be would affect how the units are between the two factions, because the orcs have different attack animation to the dwarf ones. However, Deco said that in his experience, the animations don't really have that much of an effect on it, as long as the other information, such as like area of effect attack and what was it? If the battle entities are set correctly, the differences should be minor. So, adjusting the size and mass of the model for their charge, mostly. So yeah. Something, because I remember the halfling ogre models didn't have their charge and as opposed mass and all that set properly, I'm assuming, and they didn't really have the impact they had. It's how they used to be. It's been changed now so that they have a much more impactful charge, but because they were sort of still acting like orc units, even though they were scaled up to be ogre-sized. Which meant that, like normal infantry units, when they hit another squad, they slow down and they, you know, sort of get stuck into combat. Instead of more monstrous units like trolls, where when they get stuck into combat, they sort of romp around the enemy unit much more, because they got more mass to throw around. Anyway, let's see. Kholek got 41 kills. 49. Too bad. For the followers of Slaughter. Who got the most kills on their team. Yeah, 35 for the Mortar. Oh well. But it was mostly hitting my units while they're on the walls. Glorious favor! Yes, witness me! Loot and raise or raise? Loot and raise. We get Weird Spawn, the Chaos Spawn Regiment of Renown. Former champions with mutant gifts received in the realm of chaos itself, summoned back to terrorize the mortal world. And we get the Ogre Blade. The Ogre Blade was used by the Chaos Dwarves to tame the kingdoms amongst the Mountains of Morn. How it came to the old world is a mystery. And Beast Tamer. I believe the Mountains of Morn... Ooh, Man's Ruin. I believe the Mountains of Morn are mountain range all the way over, like, here. Where most of the, Ogre Kingdoms are located. It's between, the Darklands and, like, Cathay and Ind and all that. Those factions which were rarely ever mentioned in, Warhammer. Okay, you need to get level 6 to be able to get devoted to Nurgle. So we'll get... Oh, you get level 6 for Cloud of Flies as well. I'll probably get that. Yeah, get Blade Master. Nazul. You can get... I feel like calling him Nazul. Cloud of Flies. Kholek. Let's see. Toughened Skin. Like all Shagos, Kholek is covered by thick, spiny carapace that is impervious to almost everything. Plus 20 armor. And 15% magic resistance. Oh, Storm Rage, 15% ward save. Yeah, I think I'll get that. Giant Killer. It takes something the size and strength of a mighty dragon ogre to defeat and kill a giant, and it just so happens that there is one at hand. Bonus at versus large plus 12, and weapon strength plus 12%. That's a nice buff. 60 extra points on top. Seismic Shock. Titanic blow delivered by Kholek's giant warhammer is tantamount to the tectonic plates beneath the world shifting and colliding. Weapon strength plus 15% for dragon ogres and dragon ogre shaggoths. Charge bonus plus 10% for dragon ogres and dragon ogre shaggoths. I wonder whether it's possible to make it so that there's an effect which goes off when a unit hits the ground with a weapon. Because having like a cracked earth effect when Kholek hits the ground with his hammer would be a neat effect. Unearthly and anomalous, Kholek is abroad once more with his army of ruined souls in tow. Beware world. Campaign movement range plus 8% and casualty replenishment rate plus 8%. And Sun Eater, which is plus 2 chaos corruption and frenzy. I suppose frenzy's nice to have, but I said before, so many things give frenzy, it just feels a bit useless. We'll get that. Plus 15% ward save will be nice. Do you have that now? Yeah, you do. There it is. Okay. And Kygust. Ooh. Frankenus. You can get Fanatical Disciples. Improve all of this. And Kygust. I don't really want to get Mark of Corn because that lowers my winter magic. Until the army gets strong enough to be able to go around on their own, I'm gonna get Frenzy, yeah. So get Frenzy. Followers of Khorne hurl themselves at the foe, recklessly piling into the melee with no thought for their own safety. And end turn. Kholek should have been in I should have put him into in camp stance. Oh well. Maybe an Empire army is going to come and take Castle von Rauken again. No. It might be good if Castle von Rauken was changed to a fort. It's not in a pass, but its purpose is pretty much the same as a fort. It guards against invasions of chaos, but it's not like Empire needs more bonuses at the moment against their enemies. Top Knots declare war on Talabekland, Krakadrak, Ostland, Ostermark, and Kislev. Okay.
Your conquest.
Yes, yes. Okay.
I cannot.
Nope. There's Baldric Witzenheimer. That's an army of chaff if I've ever seen one. Ugo Forsjut. Yeah, go here. Okay, there is an army in Wolfenburg. Doesn't have garrison though. And in camp. Ooh. You can get up to Ruinous Host. War Host. That would allow me to get Fleshhounds of Khorne, which are a demonic unit of like Chaos Warhounds. The Fleshhounds of Khorne are savage beasts that relentlessly hunt down the enemies of the Blood God. Their razor-sharp teeth can shred armor and flesh alike, and their claws are staunched in the remains of their terrified opponents. Skull Takers of Khorne, Great Axe Infantry. Among his mortal servants, the Skull Takers of Khorne are some of the most feared. Whipped into a terrible killing frenzy and wielding huge decapitating axes, these men fight with a terrible fury to take many skulls for Khorne. Bloodletters of Khorne. Bloodletters form the core of the vast legions of the Lord of Battle, festooned with rippling muscles, knotted sinews, and driven by an unparalleled killing instinct. Bloodletters are fearsome opponents. And Knights of Khorne. Mounted atop huge chaos steeds and swinging serrated axes, these madmen will slaughter any in their path and trample the foe to a bloody mush in the name of Khorne. Very, very nice. The only thing is really missing is like what are they called? The Juggernauts. I really like Juggernauts. Of course, I just have to wait for them to be added by Creative Assembly. Speaking of Creative Assembly, there was actually a note posted by Grace from Creative Assembly, and it was that any announcements which Creative Assembly are planning on making will be coming in May rather than in April, due to the whole quarantine and working from home and having to adjust to that. So it's a bit longer, but makes perfect sense considering the circumstances.
I have stepped into the realm of chaos.
Yes, yes. Peace treaty. No. I wonder if Vashnar's conquest has captured anywhere up there. Kind of hope not. No. You might be going to. I mean, if the Norsegods end up getting defeated by them, that might be worse for the Empire, because Vashnar's conquest is a very powerful action. Altar of Chaos. Demonic Rift. That reduces upkeep for demon units, which is very nice. Also reduces upkeep for Chaosborn and Kadai Fireborn. Or we could get Playgrove of Nurgle. Well, I mean, we've got Wolfenburg to deal with first. If there's, unless there's like an army just around it. No, there isn't. So we should be able to deal with that. Yeah. Hey, Kholek! Go and attack Wolfenburg. Slaughter! Go there.
Ravage them. Destroy.
Okay. Does Wolfenburg have a unique map? I don't think it does. It's even weaker garrison than Castle von Rauken. It's pathetic. It's pitiful. It stinks. Oh no, it does. Hey, how about that? Sure. Let's... Attack that way. Attack this way. That way. There's a gate there, but you can't actually attack that way. Just auto-resolve. We've got bigger battles coming in the future anyway. Oh, the money!
Bring the storm.
Lovely. Wailing Banner. Okay.
Now, yes. forged in blood.
In camp. Let's combine our units. And just replace them because it's easier. There we go. And you can get... I kind of want to get the Altar of Chaos for the extra 250. Tara Skulls would lower the upkeep of the Warriors of Khorne by 5%. And also give us access to more Khorne units. Bloodletters of Khorne, upkeep 456. 301 for Fleshhounds of Khorne. That's 2. That's 1. Oh, we could actually get both of them. Do that. You've got 12 growth. 12 growth. We could actually start getting the Dragon Ogres. Do you have upkeep reduction for them? Recruitment cost reduction. Yeah, just recruitment cost reduction, not upkeep reduction. Do you get upkeep reduction? Oh. No? Okay. Star Crusher? No. Okay. Well, I'll get Plague Grove of Nurgle. Get the Altar of Chaos. And get the Demonic Rift, because if I'm going to be getting Plague Bearers and Bloodletters, that will be beneficial as well. Go. Other side skill point. Barbarous Doommonger. Cloud of Flies. Go. Anyone else? Yes, Azul. You can upgrade your Cloud of Flies to a swarm of them. Or Stream of Corruption. A breath attack. Get Stream of Corruption. Okay. Enter. We spent pretty much all the favor we got from raising Wolfenburg, but we'll be in a stronger position. That I feel like going and attacking Norden and then coming back down, but the more ruins we leave, the more enemy will take them. Karasakarak get an alliance with Ostland. Like, you're being attacked by chaos. I want in on that. You'd think the enemy would be a bit more hesitant at getting agreements like that, because they'd be like, oh geez, they're kind of powerful and scary. Oh, Vashnar's conquest has taken Ultra Spawns.
Never.
Get a Magister. And Kholek can get... get Giant Killer. That will help you against any cavalry you go up against. Okay. Oh, we can see Hergig. Go up to this bridge here.
Onward to destruction.
And in camp. Go here. And in camp. You can see we've got a nice amount of income now, 1,600. I might, in your army, get... let me see, a single unit of Plague Bearers. Plague Reapers of Nurgle. The Plague Reapers of Nurgle are his elite chosen troops, granted the most virulent diseases, and carrying deadly plague scythes, they reap a terrible toll on the enemy. Cause fear, they have physical resistance of 15%, missile resistance of 20%, Cloud of Flies, the attack, anti-large. Knights of Nurgle. Chaos Knights, dedicated to the Chaos God Nurgle, these vile abominations are infested with disease and seek only to corrupt and infect everything with pestilence in order to please their vile god. Plague Bearers of Nurgle. They take 3 turns to recruit, though. Should we wait around for that long? How much did the Bloodletters cost? Probably 3. Yes. Fleshhounds are corner 2 turns.
By Sigma, no!
Aldebrand Ludenhoff's army is pretty pathetic. Ergig doesn't even have walls. 281. 426. If I got 1 unit of those and 1 unit of those. Knights of Khorne, yeah. So how did the Knights of Khorne compare against the Knights of Nurgle? Well, I suppose how did you expect? Knights of Nurgle has more hit points. The same leadership, the same speed. They're not actually slower. Minus 11 melee attack. Plus 3 melee defense for the Knights of Nurgle. Minus 17 weapon strength and minus 15 charge bonus. Yeah, okay. So they're just tankier. Oh, they also have the physical resistance and missile resistance. But they both cause fear. Knights of Khorne have Frenzy. Knights of Nurgle have Cloud of Flies? Yep. Minus 3 melee attack. Is that worse than this? I thought it was minus 4 for you. Cloud of Flies. Minus 4. Yeah. Cloud of Flies. Minus 4. Yeah. Okay. Cloud of Flies. Minus 3. Okay. Interesting, the infantry have one which is slightly weaker than these ones. Maybe it's so they stack. I don't know. I really want a demonic unit. This army is being led by a Knights of Khorne are cheaper than the Skull Takers of Khorne. I might get 2 units of Knights of Khorne. There we go. And Kholek. Kholek, me boy. Get rid of the mounted cultists. And we'll get 2 Knights of Nurgle. There we go. End turn. We'll sit here for 2 turns getting them. And then we'll go and attack the city. With our brand new heavy cavalry. It's so much more interesting having units based off of the Chaos Gods than just the normal Chaos Knights. Unaligned is all well and good. Though a lot of the flavor of Chaos comes from the different god devotions to different gods. It's sort of like unaligned is stronger when it has the the devoted to compare against, but on its own it's just sort of like generic chaos. I kind of hope there's a system in the third game where if you have like a unit of Chaos Warriors, perhaps when they get ranks you can like devote them to a certain Chaos God and they change appearance. And all that. Could be something like in Mountain Blade, where if you have any, if you have a unit or you have people and you upgrade them along different paths. Assault my units! Dare you! Fanatical Disciples, level 3. And yep, just wait around another turn. And then we'll go and attack Hergig. Failure! Marcus von Blutten fails to assault units of Kygast. Clan Boulder's doing things up there, and I see an army of Empire up there as well. If they're busy up there... Oh, Castle von Rauken was taken by Ostland back. Ah. Okay.
I will not.
Your army's pretty much the same. You don't have walls still. Fantastic.
Bring the storm.
Move to here.
Warrior of Sigmar.
Talabheim is there. They're not at war with me yet.
God of mountains.
Do I just want to attack you outright, or do I want to lay siege and build siege equipment? Where's the big question? Kygast, march up. And bring your, what chaos, Knights of Khorne along with you. Still giving us only 50-50 chance. Aldebrand Ludenhoff. He plow and wears golden armor. Golden. Of course he's an asshole. Sword infantry. Armored and shielded. Bonus versus large. 8. Strider. Okay. Wow, we could actually siege them for 2 turns. Or for 1 turn, and then they'd start suffering attrition. Do I want to wait? 1 turn and we get 4 siege towers. 6 turns until they surrender. It's always like if you wait around and then an army pops out of the fog and attacks you. If I had more heroes running around the place, I'd feel more confident about doing so because I can tell how far away the enemy are. They would possibly declare war on me though and attack me. It would be a glorious field battle. We're still not entirely strong. This is good. This is still sort of very good. Very good. These aren't as good as these guys. Turkey have a unique map. I don't think so. Nope. It's this map, but attacking from the west now. This is the map which I lost on when I was attacking Solzhenmund. I have a better chance of it now because I have more magic and not just masses of bodies. Right! Blood for the blood god! Slaughter in his name! Praise Cain? No, praise Khorne. They're 2 completely different entities. I don't know what you're talking about. Cain's like legally distinct corn. Off-brand corn. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Home brand corn. I feel like maybe there should be a mechanic where the loss of Empire settlements gives diplomatic penalties between the various elector counts of Reichland. Because they see Reichland as not defending the Empire like they should be. You know, Wolfenburg fell to the forces of chaos, and what did Karl Franz do? Nothing. Just sitting on his ass in his throne room all day. Something like that. I mean, it would be like Division in the time when they need unity the most, but perhaps it would help them. It would help sort of ease up their I don't know, help fracture them a bit. Okay.
Susan! All will burn! Chaos sorcerer! Masters, witness
And a
me.
bolt thrower.
That's what the masters bid.
Okay. Not the bolt thrower.
God's desire!
Desire.
Hero!
Okay. Yeah, we'll just march up, knock a hole through the wall. The usual tactics. Also, these are our Nurgle units. They look pretty cool. And here's our Nurgle Knights. The lighting isn't that good to showing them off at the moment, but can I turn them around or something? There we go. So yeah, I mean the texture work on their torso could be a little bit better, but they look appropriately sickly. Got some nice designs on their shields. Again, it's a little stretched. That one looks neat. That's like an older one, I feel. But yeah, just like a green tinge to their armor and all that. That looks neat. Even though that's more like a Zinchian thing with multiple eyes. Hey, Nurgle could give a plague which gives multiple eyes, why not? That one looks cool as well. I always like this, like, type of helmet on Nurgle units where you have, like, just the holes. Or even Zinch units, because it's sort of like, and you have, like, a bit of, like, rust or stuff leaking out of it. Because it was always like, you know, what does their head look like underneath that to be able to use that helmet in any way which is functional?
Exalted hero!
You know, it's like the hidden horror.
Exalted! Now,
Okay.
blood for the blood god!
March up. I want you to attack that fort tower. Kholek, your 15% ward save should help you. Hopefully helps you now. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh, yes, and our Corn Knights. Can't forget those. Oh, what is it with the game organizing things and whenever a new unit pops up on the battlefield? It's most frustrating. There. Get over here. And you. So. Hold up. Where's the Knights of Corn? There they are. They look very appropriate. Big skulls on their shields. Helmets with lots of horns on them. It's got a bit of a dinky axe, that one. Don't talk about it. He's very self-conscious about it. Actually, all their axes are rather dinky looking. You'd have expected them to have more demonic looking axes. Yeah, like that one. Not like so much like that. That one's a bit better. More like a cleaver than an axe. I suppose swung with enough force, it will do the job just as well. But yeah, I like the dark red for the armor. The dark red there is a nice color.
I am channeling.
Climb up there. Climb up there.
Shoot. Ready.
Ooh, hello. Oh, they equipped with grenade launchers. They are. Phew.
My magic is ready.
Stream of corruption? Ooh, that's a very short range on that. Rawr. Bam! There goes the wall. Get in there, lads.
Shoot. Kill me. Throw it. Star Crusher. Chaos Sorcerer.
Okay, I want you to get over here as far as possible. And then cast Rot, Glorious Rot, and just disease everyone. Oh god, it stinks. Hey, we get to see the armor of Ostland. They look very festive. Bonk. Bam.
Yes, Chieftain.
Okay. Oh, well. Aldebrand Ludenhoff is right there. Let's have a look at him. Where is he? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty neat. It is just a big gore, but, you know. I said before, I kind of like the big feathered wings for a, Bloodthirster. Kind of wish there was a model which actually had that. Where's Aldebrand? He was here a moment ago. Oh. Oh, that guy's not even... He doesn't even have an expression anymore. Oh, there he is. Is that him? Yeah, that's him there. In that blood explosion. Oh. That's like a heart right up there. Oh. Hey, Forsaken, charge up there. This is why you should do diplomacy before war. If they just made the appropriate sacrifices to the Chaos Gods, none of this would have happened. We're playing as the bad guys here. Stop. Get after them. Frame rate for you seems to be at about 2 to 5 frames per second. I know my computer's not the best, so some degree of a frame rate drop is to be expected, but you're the second person to mention that. Also that last time. I'm not showing dropped frames. For me it looks fine. I mean, I don't really know. There's going to be a degree of dropped detail anyway, but it seems like something's changed because it's not something people made so much of a mention of in the past. Awesome medium. Order a medium. I suppose. Sharpening. Turn that off. Oh no. I don't know if it's GPU issues. Voicing's perfect though. Well, I'm glad that it's not affecting my microphone. I mean, well, all the information for my computer is on my Twitch homepage, and the main problem for my computer is CPU. It's not GPU. I think my graphics card is perfectly fine for this, but my CPU is rather old, so it's already struggling with streaming. But it seems like there's something which has happened in the last few days, because previously, before then, people said that it wasn't that bad. Can I have a look at my stream? Let me see. Apologize for this. Just raise OBS's priority to 1. Yeah. Let me see. I can't really go back. Let me have a look at the stream for a moment of time. Yeah, it really is quite laggy. That's not how it used to be. How is it when I pause it? I don't know how much of... Let me brush that. Alright when I look around. No, it's still laggy. It is saying my bitrate's a bit low, but it's not having any problems with frames. I mean, the bitrate's green now. I don't know. Try raising OBS's priority to 1. Let me see. Frustrating. Something's... I might have to look at my streaming settings after the stream because I don't know. They should have all been the same. I haven't touched them, so yeah. I don't know. Well, I apologize for that for anyone watching if it's just been really laggy the whole time. As I said, I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary for the stats and that. Put that, but that probably won't come into effect until I unless I restart the stream. Yeah. Oh well. Let me have one more look at how it looks on the stream. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. It's just I mean, that seems like a little better for a while there.
Nurgle's pestilent glory.
Evil
unknown.
Or maybe not.
God's bloody glory.
I don't know. It keeps refreshing and it's not really doing both at the same time. This reminds me of all the times when I was starting streaming. Yeah, that's still quite low. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think of something. Just do some testing on my own, perhaps, for a day. See what I can do. That. Yeah. I don't really know at the moment what else I can do. I'm not that technical minded with it all, I'm afraid.
Burn it all. Moving.
Come on. See. Like a bit. I apologize for people on YouTube which is following all this because yeah, it's showing my bitrate is actually quite low. But I haven't been having any.
Jinx's many glories. Kill them all.
I can't really. No, it says the bitrate's better now than it was. I don't really know. I'm sorry about that.
Chaos sorcerer.
I think any changes I make, I'd have to restart the stream on. We're going for time.
Yes! Kill them!
Yeah. Well, the recording might be a bit better than the stream, but well, I don't really know. After the battle, perhaps I can restart the stream. I was going to finish in about half an hour anyway. Get up there. Go there. Yeah, you can just go through the gate. Go through the door.
Exalted hero!
Get them. Get them. Like, at the moment, the capture seems to be pretty fine for me. Looking at it at the moment. I was a bit behind. But I suppose that's just to be expected. But I don't know whether that's just because it's me watching it, or whether that's, the stream preview looks fine. I mean, what do you think about it? Get them. Hello. That's just weird. Get them. Yeah, I mean, that looks... Oh, there's some lag right there. That's not all the time. Okay. End battle. Is something going on in the background? Something hogging up system resources or something like that? Shouldn't be. Windows, you're doing a shifty. Doesn't say so. Oh. Oh well. I'm going to have to look into that. It shouldn't be as bad as that. It hasn't been as bad as that in the past. Anyway, yes, we managed to defeat that settlement, even while my attention was elsewhere. It's like I was watching it, and every now and then the frames would fine, and then it would just drop. Maybe this is a thing with Twitch? I'm not too sure. As I said, I haven't had any dropped frames. It's not my internet connection at all. Okay. Well. What do I do about this? Stop the screen. Stop the stream. Pause the recording. Start it again. I did change one of the settings. I'm gonna have to put that order in sooner than I anticipated, I think. It'd certainly solve a lot of the issues I'm having. Oh, computer. Due for an upgrade, methinks. Anyway, 215 kills for Kholek Suneater, 47 for the spellcaster, Azul, 19, 8. A lot of casualties on our Forsaken, our Slaughterers, Warriors of Slaughter, and them, our Cultists with pole arms. Our cavalry didn't get any kills, but they weren't involved in the battle, really. 54 kills for our Dragon Ogres, 63 for the Chaos Spawn, 37 for another Chaos Spawn, 25 for the Bolt Thrower. Must have finished attacking the tower I told them to hit. Aldebrand Ludenhoff got 7 kills. 68 for the Great Swords. Sorry, my mind's consumed with thinking about this whole issue. It's sort of thrown everything for a loop with it. Oh, man. Well. I assume it's not all the time. I'd assume on the campaign map it's pretty much fine. Loading times aside, okay, well, let me see. If it's going to be that much of an issue, then I think I'll just call it a stream earlier. I'm gonna have to have some time tinkering around with it and seeing what I can do with it, do about it. Although I think it's kind of difficult to see that. Order for parts, perhaps. That's it. I think my graphics card. I've got enough RAM. I've got 16 gig of it. All my CPU. 1.3 gigahertz. Not able to cut it anymore. Especially not with streaming. I never built a computer with streaming in mind. It's just something I picked up doing. And I mostly do older games, so it's not a problem. But, well, actually. Half do older games. Half do Warhammer Total War. So. Come on, load, load, load. Okay, there we go. Nice amount of money. You can get even more money. Get even more money. Oh. Predator of Drakwold. Can I see how this looks? Because this is just a campaign map. Yeah, to me, the campaign map looks fine. Hello. Predator of Drakwold. Can I see how this looks? Yes, you can see how this looks. Stop talking, you. Oh, I can't stand your voice. Okay. There's a bit of lag there. I can see. Yeah, there's like moments of lag. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see. Protector of Drakwold, we hunt them down. We hunt them to keep their numbers down. It's good for the environment. Leadership +4 during forest battles. Ward save +10% during forest battle. And Hochland is destroyed. Got a nice amount of money out of that. Okay, and we can get on Kaigast. What can we get? I'm tempted to get Aura of Chaos just to increase his missile resistance to 50%. Get Deadly Blade. And Kholek, in camp, you can get Deadly Blade, level 2. You can get Devoted of Nurgle, yeah, for extra hit points. And Azul, you can get yeah, get Fleshy Abundance level 2. So we'll go up through these, getting more points in them as we go along. Okay, so, well, I suppose considering all of these technical issues, I'm going to call this episode a bit earlier here. And I don't really know. Might have to call off the streams until I'm able to have my computer upgraded. At least for Warhammer Total War. I can still do smaller games. I can still do older games, so I might fill up the time with that until I can upgrade my computer, until this is all solved. Because I'm not much of a one for perfection or for, you know, I must have everything perfect. But, yeah, you know, there does come a point where it gets too low to be enjoyable, even when I wouldn't enjoy it. You know, it's tolerance. Like, you know, watching YouTube videos back in 2006 or whatever, and they were all, what, 120p or something, because you were watching them on a dial-up and you had to have a YouTube video preload for 10 minutes to watch a 5 or 2 minute long video. How far we've come. Okay, so yes, we've done a fair bit anyway. We've moved down from Bearsling's camp. We took Castle von Rauken, took Wolfenburg, raised Hergig, a few good sieges. I'm gonna hope that the recording's a bit better than the stream, and I'm going to save it here for the moment. We'll probably pick up this campaign. I don't know. As I said, maybe I'll have to put an order in for parts and wait for them to arrive. I could do some for my more older games in the meantime, which aren't as taxing on my computer. Anyway. That's kind of embarrassing. I'll get over it. Anyway, well, thank you very much for joining me for Warhammer 2 Total War. And I hope you'll join me for the next one. When that might be. It depends. I'll have to do some sort of test sessions on my own to see whether things are a bit better. I did just change one of my settings. But yeah, I think I'll stop the recording here for this episode.